Hello and thanks for joining for another beer review. Then today we've got a beer from Siren Craft Brew, and it's a can of their Huntington Californian IPA. Then it's coming in at 6.2% ABV, a 440ml can, purchased in ASDA's here in the UK. So yeah, I purchased this about 2 weeks ago or so up at my local ASDA. It's a beer I've actually already had once. I picked a can off because this one kind of starting to do, especially with these kind of things. I'm buying a can, trying it, see what it's like. If I like it, then I'll buy it again. So I've already given you a clue there. So anyway, so yeah, Siren Craft Brew, a brewery that I should drink a lot more of, and I never get round to it. It's just one of them sort of things, really. But I think they're a fantastic brewery, highly recommended brewery. I used to do a lot of their reviews years ago in bottles and things like that, when I was getting into reviewing and stuff like that. This is a really nice looking can as well. That bit's smooth, this bit's a bit, you can hear it. So it's kind of slightly raised, really nice kind of quality label on this one. So I'm assuming this is a West Coast IPA type thing. It says Californian IPA. So I like crisp IPA with refreshing zesty Citra notes. We've used the incredible Citra, Cascade and Mosaic hops for a fresh. I don't want to go into all that because it's going to tell me everything that I'm going to try and pick out on my own. So let's crack into it, stop waffling. So yeah. So it's a brewery I don't get round to trying as much as I should. And there's lots of breweries like that I should be, really. It's just one of them things. Trying to try different breweries or new breweries as well over the last certainly this year. Anyway, 2 seconds. We have a clean glass. So it's not much of a whitehead, just half a finger if that. So a light kind of haze, I guess, if you're calling it West Coasty type thing, then yeah, there is a little bit of haziness there that perhaps you wouldn't quite forget, probably wouldn't get about like 10 years ago or something like that. Let's see ingredients then: water, malted barley, hops and yeast. So there's actually there's no get it right in a minute, oats in this. So there is, you can see through it. It's just haze. It's just a light haze, kind of a nice orangey in colour. Nothing too drastic there. Anyway, so swirl and a sniff. Yeah, a really nice juicy orange. Kind of a slight kind of perfumey edge. There is a little bit of pine. Slightly dank. There is a slight kind of danky, piney sort of thing going on, but with a very nice perfume. Just a slight perfumey edge and that obvious juicy orange. Maybe a touch of like apricot or something. Let's give it a taste, see what we get. Cheers. Got a bit of bitterness as well towards the back end. Doesn't state that on the can or on Untapped. I find that quite interesting though. If it's a West Coast style beer, what's the IBUs to it? You can't just put no IBUs for a West Coast, either pale ale or IPA. So it obviously has to have a little bit of bitterness, and it has. Nice orangey, slightly orange marmalade kind of edge to the beer. There is a definite bitterness towards the back end that's coming through. Pine, there's a little bit of pine there, but it's not rasping. It's not like pine needles or anything like that. It's just very subtle, dankness is probably there, mixed in with that kind of pine and bitterness towards the final third of the mouthfeel, or the taste on the palate, and that kind of lingers as well on the palate. Nice residual flavours there of say pine, a little bit of bitterness, and a slight bit of dankness coming through. A little bit of pineapple maybe, but certainly a little bit of grapefruit juice edge there, just to give it a little bit of sharpness as well as that bitterness. As I say, 3 classic hops. I mean, Citra, Cascade, Mosaic, Amarillo's another classic one for this kind of style of beer. More often than not, it's going to be them 4 kind of hops. Maybe what's the other one? Cascade, Mosaic. There is another one, but I can't think quite straight at the moment. But yeah, overall, though, this is a very tasty beer. Hence why I went back to get another can. I think this was £3 a can in ASDA, so 6.2% for a 440ml can. Yeah, if you're on a budget, you want something a little bit better than maybe your more traditional beers, or if you're going to bottle shops and stuff like that, you want something a little bit lower in price, cutting back a little bit. This is a good one to go for. As I say, I've gone back for another one, so I would buy it again. I have bought it again. So it's a really nice little beer from Siren Craft Brew. These guys are out of Finch Hampstead in Berkshire, so yeah, Huntington, California IPA from Siren. Go check them out. sirencraftbrew.com is their website. If you want any other bits and bats from them, they've got a really quite well stocked online store there, so do check them out. All the links are down below as usual. You'll take care. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.